Okay. We are now live. Hello, internets. Hello, everyone. We are here. Sorry, we are late. Yeah. Music is already playing in Discord. Should be audible to you all. Let's get started. We're going to begin with a recap. Would somebody like to tell us what happened last time on Void Empire?
Last time on the Vault of Void Empire, Sun and Void Empire Shadow. I, Frog, forever remain Frog. And through my froggy ways and infinite froggy wisdom, I will now pass the mic to one of my esteemed game members.
That's fair. You did miss large portions of last session, I think. Would anyone else like to do the recap?
There was a slightly longer but still short recap. I remember there was a shootout at the police station. We stole uniforms and guns and blasters.
I murdered 6 men.
H4RO committed mass murder.
Viv, I'm sorry, but your microphone's echoing again. I don't know, but I'm hearing everyone twice. I'm not now.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute myself for a bit.
Okay. Please proceed, Lux.
Yeah, there was a shootout, and we stole uniforms and stuff from the cops, and then we got away in a high-speed chase, made it back to Navi's workshop, where I think we had a minor little debriefing, and then Apollo asked Dez about Trilla because they got a hot fresh tip about this little frog, and then we learned all about Dez and his affairs with divorce and Trilla and grains of rice.
Tragic tale, really.
A very tragic tale. I think I tear up a little bit each time I think about it.
My many children died.
Of course, there's some sad person with an estranged wife that has nothing going on except their fucking tall letter. And their drug. Oh yeah, and their drug trafficking. Don't forget the drug trafficking.
Of course.
It's a great character. I love them.
Well,
I'm so happy that you said to yourself, I'm gonna play a fucking unhinged frog.
Yeah, I don't... It just wouldn't be the same without Dez.
If you look on stream, our names are crossing because I'm on top of Apollo, and it says A-Pole, Dez, Yite.
God, it does. Oh, on Cabe, I sent you a message.
Yes, I just took care of it. Your character sheet should be updated now. You might have to close and reopen it.
Oh, that's great. Okay, that's good.
I have new powers.
Yes,
I do. I have a. Oh, I've basically soft maxed out my fucking beam weapons and for pistols.
but Dez also has new powers.
Oh, that's great.
And with that unsettling revelation, let us begin. Apollo and Dez are leaving behind the auto shop, heading out towards the door. Deeves, I see you moving Echo around. Are you intending to try and get Echo involved in this?
I mean, preferably.
All right. So, Echo, Apollo and Dez, you have been told to meet someone at a street corner somewhere in the city in order to be escorted to the meet Trilla. As you were getting ready to go out the door, Echo comes in and sees you quickly making preparations to leave.
Does this one need a driver?
Apollo probably just like looks down at Dez in their hands and is like looks back at Echo and is like, I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I was just gonna, walk there, but might be faster with a driver.
Okay.
Ever.
Wicco
Barely
Echo
know
moves
her.
up to the garage and then remembers his car is totaled and then comes back. I'm sorry, we're walking.
Right.
I forgot.
Right, yeah. Long day.
All right. Well, I don't think your car wasn't totaled, but it was just recently in a high-speed police car chase.
Yeah, I haven't modified it yet.
Yeah,
so that
it's going to take
incognito.
it's going to take time to look like a different car.
That's probably what Navi is doing in the background as the whole Trilla arc is happening.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Also, tell me if I echo again. I'm sorry.
Well,
I can't figure out what's going on. I'm wearing headphones.
As punishment for echoing, you must have a wonderful day tomorrow.
Okay.
all right. So, apparently, with Echo in tow, you begin walking. It's several blocks, but it's not an unreasonable walk to your destination. And you set out. Pulling up your, device, your comlink, and pulling up the city map and looking to the intersection of those two streets, you see that the corner that you were meant to meet at is by a gas station. A fuel station.
It reminds me, I got gasoline on my hands today and I still smell like gasoline.
I choose to believe that this is Dez talking.
Immersive.
What a
Sure,
thing to
maybe
drop
we
with
can
no
do better.
context.
Oh, there's an ad for Synth Burger.
Yo, I love the fucking Mega Definitely Meat Burger.
Synth Burger.
I love the cheeseburger with like actual cheese. It's so rare in these parts.
Yeah, this is I think this is Frag Map's map for a gas station. I could be
It
wrong.
looks like Frag Maps, yeah.
Yeah.
It says it in the corner.
Oh.
Yes, Frag Maps
This is a good
on Patreon. For all they're very good map maker for all of your sci-fi, cyberpunk, or modern games. I like them. Anyway. All right. So you've been told to meet them here at this corner. Is there any preparations or anything you would like to do before you get there? Or are you just going to stand there and wait? What's the plan?
I'm a firm believer in just standing there and waiting, personally.
Okay. So
I will go and try to convert the members of this gas station to my religion.
Oh no.
as someone who used to work at a gas station, that
This is cause for initiative.
you just sent me a donation. Is this a bribe to let you convert the gas station?
This is the opposite of a robbery. I'm gonna put money in your register.
Oh my gosh.
All right. All right. So Dez goes hopping into the gas station and is harassing the employees there, who really just want to go back to
I
playing
have
on their phone.
lines prepared.
Oh, please.
Oh no.
Hello, goers of the fueling, but I ask you, what fuels your spirit? I am fueled by the great voiced one, the one who fuels all cognition. Shall
That's very
I
great,
fuel
sir.
your
What can I do
brains
for you?
with some wisdom? I would like to convert you to my religion and inquire about your reasonably frog-sized Slurpees.
Thank you, sir. Please have a nice day. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you.
I would like a frog-sized Slurpee.
Yes, sir. One small Slurpee coming up.
I have no money.
Is he gonna go get like one
You-
of the condiment like things and fill that like the condiment little tiny things you put the fucking ketchup in, but it's got a
That's
Slurpee instead.
That would still be a big gulp to a frog.
Sir, you say you don't have any money?
I have no money, but I can.
Then I'm afraid I
instead-
can't give you a Slurpee, but you can help yourself to some water. That's all I can give you.
I can give you drugs.
You know, when I worked at a gas station, this literally happened to me once. Somebody,
Like a small amount of drugs for a Slurpee.
someone once tried to get me to buy them like this big mound of snacks with like a baggie of weed.
Oh my god.
I turned them down. But
Yo,
this
I respect their fucking game though. That's pretty bold.
yeah.
They used the wrong kind of green.
Sir, I can't accept drugs for refreshments. Please, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Very well. I shall pay it with credits.
So you do have credits?
Yes, but I have no money.
He looks at you, confused.
Now, if you
Do you
were
have
a
the-
member of the
Do you
great
have a-
faith, you would be able to
Do you
know how to solve this conundrum.
Sir, do you have a rewards
He's here a
card?
shotgun rack behind the counter.
I do have a rewards card, actually.
Okay, I'll get your slip.
I like to imagine at this point, Apollo notices that, Apollo just kind of like looks to like around the ground and sees like a dotted outline of where Dez was, and is just like, oh no, and like runs into the gas station. Is like, Dez, are you converting the gas station people to your religion again?
You run in and you see me wearing a small frog-sized apron manning the register.
What?
You work here?
God,
I don't know, I just work here.
I work here now. Don't worry about
Where-
who used to wear this uniform. They're gone now.
The station attendant comes back and he's like, "Where did you get that apron?"
We
We didn't have a frog-sized apron before you walked in.
If you would join my email chain for my daily blasts of faith, you would understand the machinations of my being.
I don't think
Here's-
we would though.
Here's your Slurpee. That'll be 1 credit. Please swipe your rewards card first. And then
Right, Des is gonna go up to the machine and attempt to swipe their body on the thing. And can I like roll
Those
something to see
your
if it dings or not?
your tap to pay functions on your compad, and you pay a credit for the thimble-sized Slurpee.
You're telling me that they didn't somehow accidentally read up on it as like, you know, a 12-pack of Slurpleberry fucking Brizzle brand?
I am going to pick up my little ketchup holder Slurpee and stand on my back legs and look at Apollo.
Apollo's gonna look at you with your very small frog-sized Slurpee and be like, you know what, Des? You're right. We should be getting Slurpees right now. I'll have a regular-sized Slurpee.
Medium or large?
Medium. I don't want to get too carried away.
And do you have a rewards card?
Apollo looks at Des. Apollo looks at Des and is like, Des, can I use your rewards card? I left mine at home.
I rub myself on the pay machine again.
Des pays.
Did you like swallow the NFC chip or something?
Des
It's
accidentally
in the shirt
pays.
pocket of my nanoplas.
Des, as bumping themselves into the machine, pays for your Slurpee, your slushy, and yes. Now you both return to the street corner, holding slushies now, to await for your underground contacts to arrive. Echo, as they come back out of the gas station holding slushies, you don't know what they're waiting for or where they're going.
Mm-hmm. Now he's just happy that his friends remembered to get him a slushie. And he's grinning and eagerly waiting his slushie from his good friends. They remembered him, right?
I think it's like you say that. I like to imagine it's like Apollo walks out with one slushie, sees Echo standing there, promptly turns back around, walks out with another slushie to give to Echo.
Very good.
Listen, they forgot about Echo, but only temporarily because object permanence does not exist to the Chi Walker.
The Chi Walker lives only in the moment.
Precisely.
Yes. They are at one with the life stream. Past is an illusion, and the future, something else that's kind of like an illusion.
It's an illusion that does not yet exist. It's
Yes.
impermeable. You
Yes.
must simply go with it.
Yes.
Well, if you think about it, the presence is just a mechanism of the future turning into the past, and the past simultaneously for a second being the future, depending how far you measure. So technically, there is no present, just illusion, just like gravity when you're thinking about it. Gravity is just a byproduct of mass. Mass is a byproduct of us being in a higher dimensional space, being lower dimensional life forms.
Is this one of your sermons? Has the Church of the Voiced One?
This is just science.
This one isn't Dez's rambling. This is just the ramblings of like a physicist.
As Des is saying all.
I like to imagine that it's not even a physicist. It's the stuff that writers that don't know what they're doing think physicists talk about randomly when no one's around.
Yeah.
IRL, I am literally a physicist. So.
Do physicists actually ramble like that, or is that just TV shows?
Sometimes. I mean, it's that's my own perception of gravity and time, but
the mad scientist trope is just like every scientist and mathematician I've ever met. Like, yeah, some guy's just feral on the street corner, like quoting quantum mechanics. That's like 5 of my professors.
Fair.
I know a few math professors who could, pull that off, as well.
I bet Neil deGrasse Tyson does that all the time.
They gotta if they want to.
No. Neil deGrasse Tyson is like a hack. He's just some pop science guy. I don't know.
Hear me out. If you want to really pull together the mad scientist thing, you got to get yourself a lab coat, get yourself your blowtorch, get some holes in there, and walk around with only one shoe and one sock on. You're gonna walk into the Pentagon and be like, guys, there's a giant shark under the Antarctic, and everyone be like, oh what? Oh man.
Megalodon is real and it's hiding underneath Antarctica.
Oh, there is a kaiju under Antarctica. He clearly knows what he's talking about. He's missing.
You're saying this like it's a joke. You're saying this like it's a joke. Why are you saying it like it's a joke?
That's
I'm
what they
gonna
want you to
look
think.
at Echo. I was gonna like mutter to myself like, "Where's the water?"
Water in my bowl.
But why are you not surrounded by water?
I am. My suit is all water internally. It's a suit that keeps the water in.
The
It's an
suit
enviro
is
suit.
all echo. There is no water. There is just echo. You are the water. Why aren't you in water? These are the questions that I will ask the poison.
Okay. And then
Why was he not in water?
Echo takes a straw of his Slurpee and then puts it into the input port in his chest, and then his water tank turns pink from the slushy. As his
Echo has become. I will write this in my diary.
Oh, you become like one of those pink river dolphins.
Oh God.
Yeah. The water in Echo's helmet turns a hue of pink as the food coloring just starts swirling around in there.
And that doesn't like affect you or anything. It's just how it be.
I mean, I guess it probably turns a little
I exist
sweet.
in sweetness now.
I must warn you all before we meet Trilla. They are. I don't know how to say this, but they are extremely and exorbitantly attractive. You must hold back your lustful male intentions.
Listen, Des, I appreciate the heads up. No offense to your kind, obviously. You're great. Love spending time with you. Not really looking to spend any romantic time with a frog.
You haven't met Trilla yet.
Seductress.
He has skin as fair and as colorful as the sunset, and his eyes as golden as that. Golden as. Give me a minute. What's golden?
Golden as the sunset.
I already said sunset. Disembodied voice.
Golden as the hills of sand on your home planet. I don't know.
Golden as the hills of sand on my home planet. An original Des quote. No one said that before him.
Do you even know what her underworld name is? The Seductress Potato.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, she sure knows how to keep a bunch of people waiting, so she's got at least, timing down. Oh, car.
Yeah. As you're having this conversation, a black van pulls up slowly in front of you, and the back door, like the passenger side rear door, opens.
I'm gonna say $120 an hour, no mouth stuff.
And this man pops out. He looks over the three of you and says, "You," he looks to Dez. "You I recognize. But I was told there was only one of you, one other coming along."
No. This is Echo. They are an enigma to me. For they are not surrounded by water.
Look,
Yeah, I want to reassure you, I will die without the water inside my enviro suit. I in fact cannot live without the water. I do not understand where the misinformation is coming from. I will die without this water surrounding me.
whole environment is Echo. They would die without it.
Yes.
Therefore, it is Echo. They already know. You could
Yeah.
just let them in the car. They already know.
Now hold on. I was told I was taking 2 people, including Dez. Now there's 3 of you. The passenger side window rolls down, and you can see the driver.
So Echo steps forward and goes, yes, sorry, this one was bored. This one just felt like walking a little bit to get their legs stretched out with their friends. This one has no idea what is going on. This one is just here for this
They came
Slurpee.
for Slurpees.
This one is here for a Slurpee.
The first man speaks again. He says, "All right, Dez and one of you get in. I don't care who."
Onward, my loyal steed. Apollo Day.
Yeah, it's still night, buddy.
Eyes. You have been reborn in the faith. You have no choice.
Sure. I'll wait for it to legally reflect upon my documentation.
I can make that
I
happen.
think Apollo is just gonna kind of turn to Echo and just give like an awkward smile and just be like, "So, you'll be all right coming going back to Navi's workshop and all right."
This one guesses.
Um,
You are still friends with this one, right? Like, we are friends, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
We got you a Slurpee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
And,
Echo is a little dejected, but he'll start walking back to the garage.
Listen, Echo. There's a lot that's been going on. I promise that all the secrets and all of this, Apollo just kind of like gestures to to the car. They won't be a secret for much longer. You know, I don't like keeping secrets from friends. So, take care. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
And
They
then
could
with
just
that,
come with. I mean, like, I don't know what the problem is. It's like Trilla, like not wanting me to have friends or something.
Des, you might figure out why they're being so covert about all of this soon. I could get the cup out if you want to be in the cup for the rest of the car ride, but I don't think either of us want that.
I do not want to be in the cup. I have a Slurpee.
Exactly. But we should get into the car.
Cup is okay as a treat.
The cup is okay as a little treat.
All right.
It's very convenient.
Farewell, watered one.
This one hopes you don't kill your ex-wife.
She would more likely be the one killing me.
Awesome.
And as Dez says that, the other man closes the back door of the van, and hands Apollo a black bag. He says, "Afraid Trilla's orders can't have you know where we're taking you. Hand over all of your devices and power them down."
Yeah, sure. I'm going to do that.
I will not be giving you my rewards card. I've been going to that gas station for years.
I don't want
You know how many rewards I have?
I don't want your cards. I just want your phone.
Oh. Alright, you can have it, but only because I already sent my email to be released at the end of the day.
He takes all of your devices, makes sure that they're powered down, puts them in a box, puts a black bag over both of your heads. Well, I guess just over all of Dez. And the van drives off.
You don't even need
I'll
a black
sleep
black for Des.
immediately.
Just get the cup out.
Echo, you have been abandoned here on the gas station street corner. Is Echo going to go home, or is Echo going to go back to the auto shop?
Echo is gonna walk back to the outer shop, affirming himself. They like me. Yeah, they totally like me. We're
Got
friends.
you a Slurpee. If I was not friends with you, I would not get you a Slurpee.
Yeah.
Even IRL.
All right.
I would get you
Echo
a
just keeps
Slurpee.
saying that.
Echo returns to...
Wonder. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, we're doing Echo still. Sorry.
Echo returns to the auto shop.
Echo fully expects the car to be repaired in the 30 minutes he's been gone to get a Slurpee.
You're back early. Why is your
Well,
water pink?
Sugary goodness.
I see.
On the far lands, 7-Eleven.
Oh, you got a Slurpee. Well, that was nice. Where are the others, though?
An unmarked car threw Dez in a black bag and whisked Apollo Knight away in the back. Situation seemed pretty. I was just there for a Slurpee, to be honest. I wasn't really paying that much of attention.
You let them get kidnapped?
Yeah,
What?
they seemed to want it to be like that was their plan, to be kidnapped and taken to a location where they could be easily killed without us. So I just went with the flow and got a Slurpee. Really.
hey, wait a minute. Yo, this sounds like a problem that, sorry, I just got finished watching like 13 space westerns at like the same time at like 10 times 10 speed. Anyways, what I'm trying to say here is, is my token fucked up? I can't touch it.
Oh.
I'm gonna reload real fast, guys. I think my foundry glitched. Anyways, sorry about that. You didn't even know about that. Anyways, I heard y'all friends got abducted by mysterious people, mysterious banditos. What, like, put things over them? Do we need to solve a problem with bullets? I'm not saying that like you have to. I just enjoy it. I'm not a masochist or anything, but
I think we should
I'm gonna
at
say
least
it.
look into this, because that does not sound like normal.
Yeah, well, honestly, they're probably already dead. They're at the second location.
Oh no. Okay, Echo, where was the street corner? Do you know where they went? Like which direction?
Echo's very good direction.
Someone knocks
That-
on the door.
Okay. Those KB banging their head against the desk.
Now, y'all distract them. I'm gonna go hide over here with my guns drawn.
Navi will. Is there a peephole in the door?
Yes. In this neighborhood, there
Okay.
better be.
Okay, well I'm gonna look through the peephole.
All right. It's probably a high tech, like one of those Ring, camera things. But yeah, you
It
definitely.
probably-
guns drawn.
It probably uploads the footage right to my brain or something.
Oh yeah, I mean you've got the tech for that. So you start approaching the
Yeah.
door, but you check the camera, and you see these 4 individuals on the other side of the door.
Oh dear.
Yes. You may make for me a streetwise roll right now.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh no.
Well, you don't recognize them, but your
Look
shop
like
hours
this.
are clearly marked that you are closed, and you don't see a car behind them, and you don't know who they are, and they're all, young men, in street clothes, kind of baggy street clothes.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't know if I should open the door. Haru's right behind me. You know what? Okay. I've got a war robot. I'm going to cautiously
Remember, the safe word, or I guess the kill word, is frittata. Frittata.
Frittata.
Frittata.
I love it. All right. Navi will cautiously peek her head up the door and just say, "Hey, Aunt, sorry, shop's closed."
Oh, that's not a problem. We're not here for the shop. We're here to give a message to your boss. You mind opening the door?
Well, if you're just sending a message, I can relate to him.
It's, more of a package that needs to be delivered. It'd be easier if you'd open up the door.
I already failed my streetwise check. God damn it. I have a feeling as soon as I open this door, they're just gonna barge in and start shooting. So
hold on. H4, you also
Yeah.
do have the streetwise skill, so you are involved in this. I want you to roll it. Okay.
Just can't. It clear must have just come up in that western I watched.
Uh,
Took
it-
place in the Outer Rim.
In this case, H4, that streetwise roll was to recognize some of the colors and iconography that these men are wearing. You recognize the colors that they are flying. These are members of the Grim Angels, one of Madon's rivals. This is a rival gang showing up to
that's
your
not good.
establishment.
I think it's frittata time. This is not good. This is not good.
I often say to myself it's frittata time, but in very
Yes.
different contexts.
Just before killing 10 men.
There's only 4 of
yeah,
them.
10 men as opposed to 4.
I have
Yes.
4 attacks.
You do. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
So-
god, you have 4 attacks.
So is Haru going to communicate this to Navi?
Oh yeah, can we do that because we're both robots, or is that something we'd have had to pay for?
Let me take a look at... That's something you can definitely do, H4, because you've got a computer in your head. I need to check Navi's
I've also
sheet
got a
real
computer in
quick.
my head.
Yeah, you do.
Mhm.
You actually do have an integrated HUD.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you basically have a cell phone in your head as well. So you can send them a text message,
Awesome.
and it'll pop up right in their field of view.
You get an emoji that's the Grim Reaper, then an angel, and then a thumbs down, and then you get the squirt gun, squirt gun, squirt gun, and then like the thumbs up / thumbs down ?
I will respond to the text message with the taco emoji and just say in parentheses beneath it, frittata.
You then get a message back that says, "Let him in up to the door."
Come on in, everyone. Navi just kind of backs up and gets ready.
Alright. They,
I'm going to put my guns away and try to look like I'm turned off.
Okay. The guys step in, and the one in the front says to Navi, "This is going to be a real short message," and he draws his gun.
I see. Well, I'll pass it along. I'm just going to fucking dive through the door and
Does anyone want to have a frittata time?
Navi, as you dive through the door, he fires, but he's a bit too slow. You have a higher basic speed than him, so you would act first. Your move would go off first. So you move out of the door, and he sort of instinctively tries to fire after you, but it's a wasted shot as he only hits the wall. But from the sound and
Navi
shape, but from the sound,
Navi like comes up from this dodge roll, just shouting frittata.
frittata. But H4 and Navi, you are both experienced combatants. Both of you realize they are shooting stun rounds. They are shooting to stun, not to kill.
Interesting.
So I'm going to let you think about what you want to do while we go somewhere else.
Okay.
All right.
Never let him bring you to the second location.
Meanwhile, shoot, where does that map go?
Also, I'm so sorry about the dogs barking in the background.
It's all right.
You pull us to that location. I'm not actually seeing it right now.
Yeah, I haven't pulled you over yet because I was trying to get tokens from another map. Okay, I don't need the car anymore. Oh, there's no light on this There's no light on the screen. Daylight. Let there be light. No. Configure. Lighting. I'll just disable token vision. That's fine. Why is everybody's tokens turned invisible? Okay, I'm just gonna...
While you figure that out.
I'm gonna delete those and pull out new ones.
Are we still in the car?
Yes, you are in the car, making your traversing there. If you want to, if you don't say anything, they'll be quiet. But on the drive. But if you want to say anything to them, you can do so.
I'm going to struggle in the bag.
Just get
their attention.
Yes, and he'll say, just calm down. We'll be there soon.
I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna ask them, how many clowns die in a clown car crash?
I don't know. How many clowns do die in a clown car crash?
4, if you believe I'm gonna stop struggling and stay in this bag, and then they're gonna continue to struggle. implying that everyone, including themselves, clowns, for thinking that this bag would contain them. I pull out my Gom Jabbar. I try to stab through the bag.
All right, well, you begin cutting through the bag. The bag is relatively thick compared to your tiny size and your, let me see how much damage you actually can do with this knife. Oh, you can do more damage than I thought. All right, you do a -2 cutting damage. No, I lie. Minimum is 1. All right. Dez begins cutting his way out of the bag. The man in the back with you says, "Hey! What are you doing?"
Do I make it through the bag?
I mean, not yet, but you've like punctured a hole in it. You could get through it with a few
Okay.
more.
But there's a hole. There's a small hole in it, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna start heavily breathing through the hole, implying that I was trying to hold my breath while I was in the bag.
But Des.
I'm gonna breathe in there.
The bag isn't that thick. You should be able.
Is it more like Des just had a small panic attack in the bag?
Mm-hmm.
Calm down. We're almost there.
You know, fair. Listen, it's just my head in the bag. If my entire body was in a bag, I might be reacting a bit differently. Okay, you know, don't judge until you've been in his little froggy shoes.
Yeah. The car eventually comes to a stop. The driver says, "All right, we're there." They come, they open the door, they sort of push Apollo and forward, still bagged until you get inside of a door. When they then remove the bag from your head, you're in like a little hallway. Dez, they open the bag and let you out so that you can get onto Apollo again. And they lead you down a hall, which then opens into a room. The driver moves up, says, "We brought him." He moves off to the side. The man who's in the back with you sort of sits over here on these stairs. Gestures for you to move forward.
Apollo will just kind of take in the interesting sights and atmosphere and is just gonna start slowly walking forward.
As you walk forward, you walk past this pile of guns right over here.
We stole.
You didn't steal.
Are these not the police weapons we stole?
These are not the police weapons you stole. These are heavier military weapons.
Oh, any bombs around?
Well, you don't see any bombs lying around, but there are many crates of unknown contents.
Smell any bombs?
I don't believe you have detect bombs as an advantage, Des.
Does my skin react to any explosive in the air?
No.
You know what, Des? Why don't you just ask your beautiful ex-wife if she harbors any explosives?
These explosives are bad.
Of course, around the room, you can see that there are a few individuals, look like young individuals wearing masks to hide their identity. Except for one, well over here on the other side, you see a girl who's sat at this computer monitor. She's spun around in her office chair to watch this conversation unfold. And in the center of the room, on a large metal crate being used as a central table, there is undoubtedly the one known as Trilla. Another frog like Dez, but of, a beautiful coloration.
I'm
Like a
gorgeous.
sunset.
I don't know what you're talking
Like a sunset. Yes. With eyes like the sands of not Arrakis.
I do.
Shoot.
Maybe let's do a Star Wars campaign. That's good. How about a Dune campaign?
Here we go.
Yay.
It's a crossover.
This is our own setting. We can put Dune in here.
Exactly.
We have Dune at
Observed by a
home.
beautiful and poorly drawn frog.
Dune at home. Dune at home.
Dune at
Dune
home.
at home.
Frogs.
Cut to Zed trying to break out of the bag with the Gom Chapar.
And
Oh my God.
standing behind Trilla, is this very fancy and very expensive-looking butler bot.
I guess you could say he's a bottler.
Yes.
A real knee slapper.
Yes, he is designated B071L34. You can call him Bottler. You may not call him BO. He does not approve of that shortening.
He doesn't. I don't think he's got the pores for that. Unless it's drinks. Hey.
Hey.
He will
Got
pour you a
him.
drink if you
I should
ask.
play a clown character.
Anyway, as you come in, Trilla, her eyes are focused on Dez. Hello again, Dez. It's been a long time.
You're as beautiful as the day I saw you leave. Apollo Day, the rice.
Right. Apollo just kind of reaches into their pocket and pulls out like a little baggie filled with rice grains and puts it on the table.
Trilla moves over, looks at the bag of rice. Butler? Yes, Mom. The robot bends over and picks up the bag of rice and puts it into his pocket. All right, Dez. Let's talk.
I would like to let you know that I've never taken another lover.
Trilla is quiet for a moment and thinks and says, "The first time we've spoke since the funeral, and that's how you begin."
I called you beautiful.
I know that.
Oh.
Des, I don't think this is about us. If there even is an us to talk about. Your friend,
I think we
Apollo Day, was it?
Yes, Apollo Day.
It's actually Apollo Night. And even that
They have
isn't
been
the full story,
reborn.
really.
In the light of the voice of one, and has become Apollo Day, ordained
I
underneath.
just signed up to your email list. You didn't like baptize me.
That's baptism.
Oh. Well, it fails to show up on my legal I have yet to be accused of identity fraud for not putting Apollo Day on any of my documentation since I signed up for your email list, is
Baptism.
all I'm saying.
Baptism shows I'm the soul.
Uh-huh.
Did I not throw sand in your face?
I think I would have remembered that.
Thought I did. Well, we'll do a sand bath later.
Your personal
No, wait,
religious
yes.
convictions are not why you are here. I take it.
It is not. Although I will say that the paths to align, and through the us, I have brought Apollo Day here, slash, formerly known as Apollo Night, to you as a favor to repay a debt, rekindle a bond, and see what can be made anew.
Then this Apollo Knight must be someone very important.
Sure.
I'm afraid I'm confused. Why is it that you're here?
Trilla.
She's talking to Apollo now, when she says this.
Oh. Well, you know, all of the marital escapades and conflict that you and Des can hash out whenever. The reason I'm here has very much to do with the Chi Walkers.
Turla looks at you, looking up at you. She's silent, stares. And then she says, Bootler? Eye level. Yes, Mom. The robot moves around and picks Trilla up, holds out a tray, which Trilla hops onto. He lifts Trilla up in the air so that Trilla is at eye level with you. Trilla crawls to the edge of the tray. You're pretty sure that the Bootler must have magnetic hands, because otherwise it would surely tip over as Trilla rocks to the edge, but it does not. And then Trilla looks square into Apollo Knight's eyes. What makes you think I know anything about any Chi Walkers?
It was just a tip that I had received from my workplace. And, I mean, I guess if you want to know more of my personal information, I'm willing to divulge it, but I just kind of came here on that.
Your workplace? Where is your workplace?
I don't know. I don't know if I know the name of Apollo's workplace, but Apollo would know.
Yes, you give them
and they would, yeah, like the warehouse name or something.
Mm-hmm. When you mention the factory, she is quiet for a moment. Did you hear about us from Lewis? That's the name of your coworker who died.
Hear about is one way of saying it for sure. More like I was highly suspicious about his passing and the appearance of the Emperor at the factory, which was
Inquisitor.
quite The Inquisitor, yes. Which was quite odd. And I have reason to believe that he was not killed through just an electrical or technological accident, as it seemed. But yes, in a very roundabout way, he ended up leading me here.
Trilla looks and stares you in the eye for like 5 seconds without saying a thing, then crawls over to the other side of the plate and hops down to the table. And she jumps up practically right next to Dez. And she jumps over to Dez, grabs Dez by the side of his face. She doesn't look happy, but she stares Dez in the eyes, says, "Dez, on your life, on your faith in the Voiced One, do you trust Apollo?" Zed, I think you might be muted.
I was muted.
I could see your little frog mouth moving, but I wasn't hearing anything.
It was just me going, yeah. The question of trust. Just kind of looks over to Apollo. I trust them. They're on my mailing list.
Apollo just is kind of
And-
like mutters under their breath, like, yeah, real great word you're putting in for me there.
And I trust them on the faith. And if they fail to meet your trust and expectations, I will kill them myself.
Trilla releases Dez's face, sort of sighs, crawls along the table, turns to Apollo. What is your interest in the Chi Walkers?
Well, there might be a different way of saying this, but trust seems to be rather important to you, Trilla. And I want to respect that. I will give you something about myself that I'm not sure I can remember the last time I was able to even tell anybody else. Apollo Night or Day, whatever it is, it's merely a name that I go by out of convenience, out of circumstance, out of knowing that well, maybe it wouldn't be impossible to go back to who I was, but my life would certainly be a lot more difficult, especially on this planet. The name that I used to go by was Ezra Aboleth. I was, and guess I still am, a Chi Walker in training. That is where my interests lie.
The Chi Walker and their apprentice came to the city last year. The Chi Walker was killed. The news report said that the apprentice was also killed. But we were never able to confirm a body. I'm guessing that was you?
Yep.
Trilla paces again on the table, flopping her back and forth across it, as, their little froggy legs. Then says, "Then how can we help you?" If you've come here, you must know we do... The Empire is trying to stamp out any history of the Chi Walkers. Not just here, but across the galaxy. Everywhere they have power, they hunt them down and destroy their books, their archives, their artifacts, their philosophies. I'm part of a organization. We call ourselves the Collectors. We squirreling away these resources, these artifacts. We keep them hidden. We keep them safe. Keep them secret until they can be of use one day in the future. Until they can be used again. Your master is dead, you say. So, perhaps there is stuff we have stashed away that could be of use to you. But, before I can share anything like that, I need to know what it is that you want to accomplish, Ezra Aboleth.
And that, well, I guess it's not something that I'm really sure of myself. It seems quite presumptuous to think that I, with the amount of training that I had and with no master, could ever rise and become something that could even begin to threaten the Empire or seek anything close to revenge for my master and what's been done to not just him, but Chi Walkers across the galaxy. But I don't want to give up hope. I don't want to give up the knowledge that there's something, anything that can be done in any small way, shape, or form. I just want to be a part of the cause. I just want to hopefully add another body that will make things easier given what we're up against. Or at least what threatens to suppress us.
You seem to be a truly selfless one. Trilla nods and says, "We have some artifacts here in this city. A few books, some ancient tablets, a spare force blade, even. But what you need is a teacher. And there are no Chi Walkers here, but there is one thing we can... Well, perhaps it's the will of the life stream that you're here now. There is an artifact we need help in recovering. There is a man, a senator, here on one of the planetary senate, one Senator Arkman. Arkman is he's been in politics since before the war. Well, he's currently under suspicion of rebel sympathy. Of course, they don't have any hard proof of this, but he is under close watch. And Arkman has confided in me that he has some artifacts, some Chi Walker artifacts, that he is concerned that may be discovered should they ever decide to search his estate. These artifacts include a Chi sphere. Ezra, you would know that this contains the memories of a Chi Walker master, something used to train apprentices. It's no substitute for a living, breathing master, but being able to experience memories of one of the great masters would be useful for your training. The problem is, he's under very tight observation right now, and he is unwilling to move. He's unwilling to let any of my people into his place, nor is he willing to let any of his people move the package out of his place, lest it be intercepted. So the plan that we have concocted is a heist. A break-in. If he gets robbed and a bunch of his artifacts are stolen, then he has explanation for how things went missing, and he could provide a false inventory of what was taken. So, Ezra, Dez, do you think that this is something that, if you were truly a Chi Walker apprentice, surely a little breaking and entering is within your skill set?
Little do you know, Trilla, we are hot off the victory of a separate heist that we just conducted, so this one, absolutely no problem.
Well, one problem. I can't have you killing any of his security guards. They're just civilians.
I could talk to him.
Yeah, we have, I mean, the kind of, the people that I run with. We got a murder bot that usually takes care of what we need to be done, but I'm sure there's plenty of other solutions that we can have if murdering isn't particularly on the table.
I might have a way to get us in
Well,
to the senator's establishment.
Well, I'll leave that up to you all to figure out, and it sounds like you already have a team put together, which is great. I can give you some information. First of all, Arkman has provided us with the location and combination to his safe. Should make your job a lot easier. She will provide you the safe's combination, and we'll tell you the relative location when we get to when we go to that map. I'll show you where it is. Trilla will then say, break in, take everything in that safe, and anything else you can carry. Make it look like a proper break-in. Don't kill anybody. If you need to break his guard drone, his robot dogs, then so be it. But don't kill anybody. And when you're out, Bootler, give them the number to one of our burner phones. And Bootler will provide you with a phone number to a burner phone. Call this number when you are safe, and we'll arrange pickup for the other artifacts, and that chi sphere will be yours. So long as you can put it to good use.
Can I have another burner phone in case I need to call you again?
Dez. Let's see how this goes first.
And maybe we can get dinner.
Maybe.
I'm a changed frog. I'm no longer ruled by my grief.
Let's just get this job done first. Then we can talk. Okay?
I have a judge in my pockets. And maybe the senator won't see anyone. Won't let anyone leave. Very suspicious. If I was the emperor, I'd be like, this guy's suspicious. Very suspicious activity.
I believe you
I
may have
would
misunderstood. He
send
won't
a-
allow. He will not transport the package with his own people, and he won't allow my people on site to pick it up either.
But he'll give it to a frog, I see.
No, you're going to steal it.
Yeah, but like one thing here. One little hole in the plan. They'll know it's on purpose if we just like open the safe.
Yeah, that's
It'll
why
be
we're
like,
gonna
"Oh, how
make
did
it
they
look
know?"
like a real robbery. You
Yeah,
know,
but here's
get some
the
chaos
thing.
in there. Tear up the
we
drapes.
we can tear up whatever we want, but if we just have a perfectly open safe, that's gonna be a little suspicious.
I know.
Then I'll cut it open with my force sword.
You have a force sword?
Did you not hear any of the whole I'm a Chi Walker thing I just talked about? Yes, I have a force sword.
Let me see.
Prilla, will sort of hop onto Dez, and say, Dez, you're being very disrespectful to the Chi Walker. A force sword is not a toy to be dallied about without cause.
I mean, I think it's the least they could do. Like, I got them this meeting. I no longer have your phone number because I used my burner phone.
Listen, Dez. If we just
I
go
bought them
on
a
the
slushie.
heist, I'll look for the soonest available opportunity to pull out my force sword and just absolutely go crazy with it if you'll go along with the heist.
Okay, but one question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about, like, variants of chi-wielding amphibious creatures who also wield chi, but not in the same doctrine as you wielding chi? Asking
Dez,
for a friend.
I will buy you a Slurpee after the heist. Okay, we're cool. I'm on your emailing list.
Right.
It's
You're on my
fine.
mailing list.
Alternative viewings of chi and your connection to the faith is quite honestly one of the something that's very, very, very low on my current list of priorities and things to worry about.
And it's okay that some people would call me evil.
You're just a little guy.
It's a little
I'm just a
mind
little bitty.
controlling guy.
You're just a
Little
little
mind
guy.
control,
You like
drug spreading.
you like grains of rice. You find comfort in the little coffee cup that I put you in sometimes, even if you also hate it. I mean, like, listen, we're cool. I mean, you brought me this far, and you let Trilla, albeit in a very roundabout way, prove that I'm trustable. You know, that counts for a lot to me, Des. I'm not gonna flip on you or anything. On my
I have
word.
seen friend turn foe and foe turn friend. What I have always found is that those who claim to do good are commonly not on my side. But good and evil are but mere perspectives in the ever-winding timetable of the Voiced One. Therefore, everything that I do is just
Yeah, and I mean, listen, I'm sure you don't like the Empire. I don't like the Empire. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I do not like the Empire. I do like Force Sword.
Yeah, and listen, I got a Force sword, so we're
I think
cool.
that I could have a Force Sword one day.
We'll find me a Chiwalker master, and we'll talk.
Very well. I shall find you the sphere, which in my eyes is equivalent to a Chihuahua Master.
It's not equivalent, but it'll do in a pinch of not having one because of, death.
Therefore, it is equivalent.
Yes. Sure. Why not?
I will get you the sphere. You make me a tiny Force Sword with your weirding ways of the forces.
You think that I can just make a Force sword?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You get me the sphere, and I'll make you your own little Force sword. Apollo is thinking to themselves that they're just gonna kind of paint like one of those like cocktail umbrellas. They're just gonna take off the umbrella part of it and just paint it red and just give it to Des and say it's a Force sword.
God.
All right.
Very well. We will take the job, assemble the team. We will rough up the interior, maybe a little bit of fire, maybe a little bit of smashed glass, and then we'll make sure to look like the safe. After we open the safe, we will burn through the lock with the Force Sword. Make it look like it was opened. Well, maybe not with the Force Sword, because that could be pretty distinct. Maybe we just shoot it a lot so it looks like blaster fire. The
I'm
Force
sure
Sword
Navi
is,
has like a blowtorch or something
pretty
she's been
capable.
itching to use that we could like put some scorch marks on it.
If I was like,
I
an
certainly have a
Imperial general,
blowtorch.
and
Yes.
there was like Force Sword marks all on the safe, I'd be like, that's suspicious. That's weird. A guy we expected of rebel sympathy, and now he has Force Sword things on his safe. A little bit too conspicuous, right? A little bit too serendipitous. We'll have the robot shoot it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just spitballing here. We'll take the job.
Probably buy a Force Sword.
Ezra's gonna come up behind Des and just kind of like threaten them with the shadow of the coffee cup as Des keeps like muttering on about this.
All right. You capture Dez, and Trilla will turn. Joffin, Tylo, speaking to the two men who brought you in before. Take them back the way they came in, and drop them off where you picked them up. Mm-hmm. And they'll take you out of there, in much the same fashion that they took you in, blindfolded, and drive you back to that gas station where they let you out, and they drive off. Meanwhile, back at the auto
Guys,
shop.
you want to go get another slushy?
Yes, you should definitely show
Straight
back
all
up
the way
at
back. Showing up to the combat an hour late with slushies like the GIF from Community.
Yes. All right. So this fight is one. All right. So H4. You are aware from the first shot that they fired, H4, that they are not trying to kill. They are shooting stun blasts. Their blasters are set for stun. Do you reciprocate?
Wait, KB.
Yep.
Okay, I want to wish. Is it okay if I wish someone in chat a happy birthday?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Pancake's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Pancakey.
Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
Let's go.
Thank you for
Alright.
spending your very special day checking out our silly stream.
Yes, this is a very silly stream.
Hey. It's
All right.
a pleasure having you.
So-
H4RO is not going to stun.
Okay.
So, oh, you know what? All right. Does my blaster rifle even have a stun mode?
Your blaster rifle does. Ooh. Well, I didn't write one onto your character sheet. Let me check. I might not. Did you take the heavy blaster rifle? No, it's a blaster rifle. You took the blaster rifle instead of the Omni blaster rifle because the Omni blaster rifle was twice as expensive. So you
Yeah.
you have
That makes sense.
your gun only does murder.
Cool.
H4.
Mine notably does not. I did get the Omni pistol because that is a pacifist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Haro also.
I think I'm just gonna get my gun ready.
Mm-hmm. Haro also has their blaster pistols have stun mode, but their heavy blaster pistols do not.
Which is chooses not to.
I have 2 heavy blaster pistols now, right?
Yes. Well, you always had 2 heavy blaster pistols. You had 2 heavy blaster pistols and 2.
I did pick one off of the. Like cops, so I should have a third one. Did we actually pay to upgrade my arms to being able to handle heavy blaster pistols, or no?
Oh yeah, that was something we were. Yes,
Oh.
we did. We bought off weak on your short arms, with the character points from last
Ah,
time.
nice.
So.
So does that mean that I can use that one extra heavy blaster pistol that I picked off the police?
Yes, you are. I need to we need to check your encumbrance, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But yes, you can wield.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I need to get a 4th one, and all right.
That can be arranged.
All right.
So are we ready to initiate this combat?
I think so.
Basically, this combat is not big enough risk for H4 that I'm just going to let you guys narrate what happens here.
Oh man.
Yeah. So basically, because they shoot for stun. They shoot for stun as Navi runs into the room. H4, you're just gonna step there and step out like a warbot and gun them down.
I have to describe it though. There's a
Yes.
certain amount of cinematic flair that I want to get across in the way that I deliver my justice.
Yes.
So H4 steps out from around the corner. His red glowing eyes, peering through the souls of these villains who have come to our castle and tried to abduct us to a second location. You to a second location, his guardian and maintainer of his form. So as he turns around the corner, he starts. He instantly ejects his pistols and lightning fast starts blasting down these men, and in a cold voice says to them, "We will not tolerate villains."
All right.
Yeah.
In the interest of time and the fact that this is a fairly low threat combat, especially since they do not expect disproportionate response.
Murderbot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
H4, would H4 shoot one in the back as he as he turns to run?
Certainly. They knew what they did when they came into that door.
All right.
Ooh.
In the first second, you managed to shoot 3 of them. The last one, you only winged. He tried to run. You got him in the back. It takes H4 no more than 2 seconds to gun down these 4 individuals. There has been Navi, there has been gunfire at your establishment. This is loud. There are now 4 corpses in your front room. There is blood pooling in the street, and all over your front room of your place of business. What
I'm gonna
would you like to do?
I'm gonna pat Haru's head and just say, fastest gun in the West. Amazing. And
So
then-
the story's simple here. You had 4 men come into here and try to stun you, while you had these 4 men try to come in here and stun you. It was obviously a home invasion, and you defended yourself valiantly with your blaster rifle, and I have no aftermarket upgrades that make me a killbot. You gunned them down, and they were dumb enough to pile up in your doorway, making a perfect kill zone, allowing you to dispatch them with ease. And we're gonna go. And you've changed up the ride over there, right?
Not yet. So I think we should
guess
actually.
what?
We should clean this up. We should clean this up. Navi will just
Echo start
quickly
cutting up your
run out. Navi tries dragging that guy back into the building.
Don't mess
no,
with
there's
the
one.
bodies. Don't mess with the bodies. Make it look like
You're
you haven't
right.
messed with them at all. Leave everything the way you see it and try to get your best shaky, anxious, thing you can get going. Echo, we're gonna start fucking up your car so it ain't recognizable.
Even more?
Yeah, can't look like it's from a crime scene. Alright, let's start banging it up.
Oh dear.
Echo wheels around over here, fumbling around with his stun gun, and he's all panicked. And then he just sees them all get nailed down, and then he just whips around and grabs a crowbar, and he's like, okay.
Meanwhile, Vim comes running down from the apartment upstairs. I heard gunfire. What the hell's going on? He's got his rifle in hand.
We killed a lot of
Gang
people.
What?
Rival gang attacked. Yeah. We're kind of in hot water now.
Home invasion. Police officers are gonna come soon. We're gonna explain what happened. We're gonna explain
I
what
don't know if
happened.
police officers coming here is a good idea though. We have a fugitive.
We're drowning in a trail of so many bodies.
Hey Vim,
Shit.
question. Do you have you got any vents we can put them in?
I can't be here. I gotta hide. Vim says.
Okay. Hear me out. They ain't gonna have no reason to search the place. They don't have a warrant. Just get out. No, we have warrants here. Get in. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Get in the trunk.
Vim does not argue.
Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep hitting the car up, make it look like it's really fucked up, and make it so that the trunk won't open because it's been so fucking bent out of place.
Oh, that is kind of smart actually.
Yeah.
That is kind of smart.
So yeah, anyways, hand me a crowbar.
Alright.
I hand him a crowbar. Oh yeah, okay then.
Yeah. Anyways, if they recognize the car, the story is that you found it in a ditch and you figured you found it banged up in a ditch. That's the cover story.
Yeah.
If they recognize it.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah, just a bunch of gangers trying to rob a nice local business.
All right. Shortly thereafter, there are the sound of police sirens, and then police lights, and then before long, there is a group of Imperial military police pulling up.
Aro is depowered in the corner.
Oh goodness. All right, time for my fucking fast talk ability to come in handy.
Mm-hmm. The
if you got rerolls, this is the time, or the bonuses from the thing.
Yeah,
I was about to say, remember, you have impulse points.
Yeah. Okay.
the police are starting to come up. They check this guy's pulse. They call an ambulance. They start moving in. They have their guns unholstered. What's going on in there?
We were just attacked.
No sudden moves. Hands in the air.
Oh, okay. Hands in the air.
Right. What happened
These guys
here?
broke in, and I was defending my territory because they were shooting at me. I point to the bullet hole on the ground from earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's definitely discharge. These guys all have guns. Hey, I recognize these guys. They're Grim Angels, local street gang. This isn't their territory, though. We better get the detective down here. Sorry, the interrogative.
We will say nothing.
Are you alright, ma'am? Is anyone hurt? Anyone else hurt, I should say?
Thankfully, no. I avoided it. We're good.
Is this your auto shop, ma'am?
Yes, it is.
Is there anyone else here today?
My friend Echo.
Yes, hello, hi.
Please ask them to come out here. We'd like to ask them a few questions as well, get everyone's statements on what happened here. Does your business have any? I saw you got one of those little cameras on the front of your door. Well, can you pull the? We need to see the footage there. That should help clear everything up real quick.
No.
No. Hear me out. The camera footage is the doorbell cam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Does it have audio? Oh no. Okay. Wait. No. They said the thing. They everything they said was incriminating.
Yes, it was. Oh no.
Can Echo hack go into a terminal real quick while walking?
You don't. No. Getting rid of it, deleting it's suspicious.
Yeah. Well.
I'm metagaming. I gotta go away. I'm currently in the corner. I'm taking a nap.
Oh god.
Echo, you absolutely can try and get access to the footage, but what would you like to do about it?
Corrupt it. That
Smart.
doorbell has been working for months.
That's smart. Could I roll fast talk to give Echo enough time to do that?
Yeah. So the grunt is sort of just he wants you to go through everything that happened. He's asking you to like pull up the footage. So you can use either acting or fast talk to delay long enough for Echo to corrupt this footage.
Yeah, I'm gonna fast talk. here we go. I'm just going to, like, ramble about everything that happened and, like, tell them the gunshots that I did, just kind of, like, pantomiming it, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right. Would you like to spend an impulse point for this session to turn that into a success?
I would love to.
All right. You are now down 1 of your 3 impulse points.
Yes.
The Navi does a convincing job of being a flustered individual who had to self-defense their house from invaders. You do an adequate job of acting more flustered about that than about your actual connections or fugitives in the trunk of your crime vehicle.
Yeah.
And so you manage to play off your nervousness in the correct manner, so it doesn't seem overly suspicious. Meanwhile, Echo, make me a computer operations roll, Echo, in order to fuck up this image file or video file.
Nothing's gone horribly wrong yet, right? Well, why do we keep missing by 1?
Alright, impulse points.
Yep.
All right.
Impulse point.
Echo spends another impulse points for this this adventure, and you get in there and you manage to know just how to corrupt this type of file in such a way that it will be unrecoverable, but in a believable way.
Okay. Good.
We'll try and hurry up before they get suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. You just open the video file as a text file, type in some random gibberish, it won't open.
Yes. So
And then you blame your college professors that it's not your fault they can't open your final project. It's their machine.
it works on my computer.
Works on
All right. You show them. You take them to watch the recording, and all of the archived footage for that door cam is unopenable. It refuses. It's all corrupted.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get this fixed.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I keep thinking about it, then I keep forgetting, you know. I've been busy with work lately. There's just so many cars that need fixed, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well. All right. Well. The interrogative will be here soon. Some ambulances arrive, and they begin taking off the bodies.
You want to know the real reason why Harrow shot the guy that was making his way out the door?
Why?
Corpses can't be witnesses.
Yeah, you know, honestly, that was smart.
You know, wise words to live by.
Yo, is Harrow actually the smartest, most cutthroat bastard in this whole party?
Oh,
I mean, honestly,
undoubtedly.
Right. Sometime later, a face you may recall arrives. Interrogative Dash Vale, Imperial Detective. He was here before asking about Gooey. Before you'd run into him. Miss Navi,
Come on in.
yes. I hope you're all right.
It's good to see you again.
No.
I'm all right.
I want you to know that you're not under any sort of suspicion, Navi. Miss Navi. It does seem to be a... Those individuals are known associates of a criminal organization in the city, and it seems a quite simple case of self-defense. So...
I'm truly thankful that you see it that way. Thank you so much.
Yes, but I do have a few questions for you. Are you familiar with this, with the Grim Angels gang? Have you had any interactions with them in the past? The same goes for your companion. I'm sorry, what was your name? I didn't quite catch it. He, goes out and sort of half extends his hand towards Echo, and then sort of looks at your mighty robot hand and sort of, retracts the handshake and just sort of waves and says, what is your name, Dolphin?
Navi can already tell that Echo is locked up, and Echo sends a message to Navi saying, Navi, I don't do gun under interrogation. My whole species doesn't do gun under interrogation.
His name's Echo. He's a bit shy.
Alright. Well, we can start.
Yes, hello. And he nervously shakes his hand.
Mm-hmm. Hello. There's nothing to be nervous about, Echo. Just need you to tell me the truth. So, do either of you have any knowledge or previous interactions with this, with the Grim Angels gang?
I'm going to... Okay. Out of character, thinking of a thing.
Out of character, have we?
Well, of course, I think we probably have.
You threw...
Working for Lauren.
Yeah, you intentionally crashed a car in a street race into one of their friends and forced him off the road. And then later, while you were delivering a kilo of drugs to a farm outside the city, you threw a bunch of ball bearings into their window.
Yeah.
And then 4 of them showed up at your house delivering a message to your boss, and you killed them. So you've had some prior interactions.
That's one way to put
I
it for
think you're
sure.
completely in the right. Like,
They were all self-defense, Your Honor.
Yes.
I mean, this is a stand your ground city.
This is a
Criminal
stand
going
your
on
ground
here. No,
planet.
sirree.
I'm just going to... Okay. Fuck it. I'm going for it. I'm going to answer, and I'm just going to say, I have had a couple of interactions with them in the past. They have tried to break into this shop and steal equipment. It was all small-time stuff, so I never bothered reporting it, but yeah.
Alright. Navi, you may roll fast talk for that lie.
Ooh. Alright.
Always be
Okay.
lying.
Alright. Hold on. Fast talk has some modifiers here.
Oh.
Alright, let's see. So he's got it. He's smarter than you. So that's a
Uh-oh.
so
Uh-oh.
that's a -1 on yours, but on your roll. But let's see. It is a belief, but let me pull up fast talk real quick on the book. Okay, fast talk modifiers. Checking your advantages. Okay. And All right, and this is a influence skill against his. Let's see. Oh, this is not a reaction wall though. Okay. All right, I'll let that success stand here. All right. He nods. Says, "Okay. You really should report such things. It's useful for us to know what the gangs are up to. And we were under the impression this is outside of their territory. Normally, this is Madon's crew's operating area. Might be the Grim Angels are in this territory. That might be the beginnings of a gang war or something. You should, I'd suggest investing in some new, better locks and getting more cameras around this place. Cameras that work."
Of course. I promise you, I will prepare that camera as soon as possible, sir.
Now, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't also ask our friend Echo here. Echo, do you have any prior associations with this Grim Angels gang? They weren't here for you, were they?
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
No, as far as I'm aware, definitely not here for me. That is true.
That is technically not false. He nods and says, and have you had any prior interactions with them?
Yes.
Yeah, he helped chase off one of the guys that was stealing my equipment one time. Should I roll fast talk again?
And I also frequent this shop often.
Yes, you should roll fast talk there, Navi, in order to lie for Echo. Dash sort of nods and says, "Well, this seems a pretty open and shut case to me. We have some four gang members harassing a local business owner and meeting an unfortunate end at the point of the Second Amendment. Seems
That's right.
Open and shut case. Well, thank you for your time, ma'am. Sir. Sorry about your evening.
It's quite all right. Thank you so much for helping.
I do.
Are they gonna send anybody over to help with cleaning it up?
Not the blood stain. They've taken off the bodies, but the blood stains are on you. But he will say, his parting words to Navi are, I would strongly recommend you invest in some better locks and more cameras around. This might not be the last time, especially since you killed 4 of them. They're going to...
Oh, I'm a target now, aren't I? Oh no. Navi's like the display on Navi's visor, like her eyes turn into little circles.
Big exclamation point.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd invest in some better locks and get an emergency police call button.
It's a great idea. I'll definitely get one.
I'd say take care of that first thing in the morning. You can get The Imperial Bank will offer a business loan for such security upgrades. But for now, good night. And
Good night.
and
I will politely show him the door.
mhm. He will take the door as soon as his token stops being in 2 places at once, and I can move him.
Oh dear.
All right. All right. I'm gonna have to just I think I just need to
Maybe.
reload Foundry. But yes. Zed, you said you told me you
Speaking
needed to head out early.
I gotta head out early. I'm not feeling too good.
All
Oh
right.
no. Take care.
I should
There.
thank you all for the lovely session. I will speak to you all soon. Sorry that I have to call it early.
No problem.
Yeah, it's
No
okay.
problem.
I hope you feel
Okay.
better soon.
Have
Get well
fun
soon,
and
friend.
have Slurpees in memory of me.
Yeah,
shall.
we'll just Des just fell asleep in the coffee cup, and Apollo just wants to let him rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, chat.
Very well.
Good night, Zed. All right.
All right.
So, Apollo, Dez has fallen asleep in the Slurpee cup. They may have had too much sugar for their tiny frog body. But as you are returning to the auto shop, in order to probably drop Dez off before you go home, or no, because you have to talk with the rest of the party about crimes.
I have a proposition.
Yes, but as you are approaching, you see the worrying sign of police lights outside the place, and ambulances making their way out, 2 of them. And you see the police are like packing it up, look like they're getting ready to leave.
So Echo is freaking out. And makes no. The police are
It's
getting
okay,
too
buddy.
close, Navi. We're in too deep. What are we doing?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. We made it. We got out of there. They believed us. They're even gonna give us money to fix the locks. Dude, we cleaned the house, honestly. We did great.
A month ago, when I was still in the sea, I was having a PhD in archaeology, and now I'm doing this. I don't know what's
I'm
going
so
on.
sorry, buddy.
Aro walks out. Alright, so question. How the fuck are we gonna get Vim out of here? I didn't really plan that far ahead.
What do you
No,
mean you
no,
didn't
no,
plan
no.
out that far ahead? Vim says from inside.
Oh, somebody get a drill so don't...
Echo's like, I
Do
have
you
no
guys need oxygen? He says, looking at Navi.
Yeah, we do have
Okay.
some internal reserves, but
We
Yeah.
should have probably established that before we put him in the trunk.
Alright, start drilling him some breathing holes.
So Echo, with his massive strength from his suit, he just rips the whole trunk trunk off.
Yeah. Echo just gets their wedges their metal fingers into the bent seams and just sort of rips open the trunk.
Oh yeah, you're horrifying.
Vim
Yep.
pops out. Are we good? We're not.
I believe so.
How?
Did my story work?
I just, talked, and they believed me.
I
So,
mean,
Well, damn.
it's a story that kind of tells itself. Like, 4 gangers go up to a local business with their guns and get shot dead. What they're gonna think is not, well, all they're gonna think is, man, the trash took itself out.
pretty much. And I told them that they were just here to steal some of my equipment. I gestured to my workshop. Any of this stuff. And, yeah. Seems like it actually worked. Like, the bigger problem is now we'll have the Hells Angel Center, I guess. So, yeah.
All
I
right.
literally came into your place with the expectation of taking you to a second location. you were being abducted. When you get abducted, usually it's a safe assumption they're gonna black bag you, take you out to the middle of the boonies, and put a blaster shot in your head. Everything we did was completely reasonable, though I would call up the boss like right the fuck now and tell him that they tried to abduct you and you defended yourself.
Great idea.
Like, get him on the phone like a minute ago.
Should Apollo enter the room at this point?
Yes. So Apollo, after a few minutes, the police leave, and you are able to check out the situation. There is blood on the front steps. You make your way in, and you find your friends. Dez is sleeping like an adorable small frog in the coffee cup.
When Apollo enters Echo's psychic influence, Apollo can hear from Echo. Well, one thing for sure, we just need to lay low and not do any more crimes. At least for a month.
Yeah, about that.
We didn't commit any crime. We actually legitimately defended our place from home invaders. That is.
Yeah, don't worry about the bloodstains. That was
That's where all the blood was from. Listen,
Even
as
the sense me for that one, I'm talking about the police station that we just
Yeah.
ransacked.
As long as it's not blood from any one of my dear friends, I don't care whose blood it is at this point.
God damn, I've killed. That was 4. I think I got 2 people at the race, and then I got 6 at the police station. I've killed 12. I'm a certified serial killer, guys.
9 men in 48 hours. I was counting.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't 9. I killed 6 people at the fucking place, and I killed 4 today. That's like.
It's 10.
Yeah. 10.
I've got
Good
4
job,
arms and
dude.
10 kills. I'm a stone cold vigilante on the search for justice. Anyways, Paula, what's your justice quest you've delivered upon us today?
Yeah, it's a bit of a story.
Well, it was the best.
Yeah, but everything's all right here, though. I mean,
Before we get into that story,
yes.
before we get into that
Oh.
story, Navi, you're kind of echoing again. If you could go push to talk or something.
Crap, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay, proceed.
I think Apollo was just asking about that, like, everything's fine here. We don't gotta worry. Y'all took care of it.
Vim says, I'm not sure what happened, but it seems the situation is under control now. The police came and asked some questions and we're gone now, so we're not arrested, so
Yeah, we managed to actually deal with it.
Its
Yeah.
garage may be under siege by a rival gang, though, which is concerning.
Yeah, the Hells
Oh.
Angels are the people that showed up here and were promptly slain by.
Okay,
the
Oh,
Grim
those
Angels.
Ain't those the guys whose car I absolutely annihilated with a simple toss of a ball bearing?
The same.
I feel like at this point, wait a minute, they've tried to abduct us twice. They're my nemesis. Anyways, carry on.
Yeah. Listen,
If
I
you
got.
listen to me, please kill no more people. At least in the next 4 hours.
Oh, you know,
Oh,
Funny
damn,
thing.
I'm like one. I'm one
You
more
know,
kill
Echo-
away from getting a chopper gunner. Okay.
I'm not sure how Haro's going to feel about this, but you know what, Echo? With the day that I've had and the very long and pointed quest that I have for us to complete next, you'll be very pleased to know that I was given very strict instructions to not kill anybody.
Instructions from whom?
Right. So Des has an ex-wife. Don't worry about Des being. Unfortunately, he can't chime in. I think we got a Slurpee on the way there, and then another Slurpee on the way out, and I just think that was a little bit too much for his little froggy body to handle.
Oh no, does he have an upset tummy?
Yeah, a little bit. He's. I don't know if it's a sick tummy, but you know, sugar high and then sugar low. I think he's just kind of taking a nap, resting it off.
Poor little guy.
Honestly, I think if anything, considering the situation we have right now, I feel like everybody would benefit from them not talking about their need to deliver last rites and sprinkle dust all over the bloodstains.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I like them; they're silly, but like right now, I feel like everyone's kind of petered out.
Yeah, a little. I can tell that we've all had quite a day, albeit for immensely different reasons. You know, there's no real short way to say this, or maybe easy way to say this, but before I do, I want to emphasize that what I am about to say absolutely cannot leave this workshop.
Well, of course.
Navi,
Tim
can I
nods.
not say this outside of the workshop?
Yes, you cannot say this outside of the workshop.
Well, Apollo, now I can't say it outside of the workshop.
Wait, someone had to sneak up on me.
They're technically my owner, and they told me that I can't fucking say it outside of the workshop, so I can't.
But yeah. To make a very long story short, I mean, similar to our friend Vim here, Apollo Knight was not originally the name that I went by. It is a name that I have picked up from circumstance and convenience. My actual name, and the reason why I had to go under hiding, was that my real name is Ezra Aboleth, and I was a Chi-Walker. My apprentice was killed, and I've been lying low ever since.
Your master was killed.
My master was killed. Yes, sorry, the words got mixed up in my brain.
Oh
I am the apprentice.
I understand.
Okay.
You've been wronged by an evil society, brought low by the injustices of a wrong system. It's like the sheriff of a rotten town deciding to trying to kill the hero of the story. And you see, the wise old man that puts you on the quest, well, he's already kicked the bucket as necessary to initiate the plot. You're a hero.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of plot's going to be initiated. I barely feel like I'm equipped to even I barely felt like I was equipped to handle being a Chi-Walker when he was alive, you know? And now it's like, I don't fucking know.
Well, you have to think about it this way. You've got a gaggle of friends. You have me, the psychopath. You have Echo there, who's hearts. Navi over here is the smart, quirky person. Dez is the comic relief, and you're the protagonist.
Yeah, I have a lot of great feelings about that. I'm sure it will go wonderfully for all of us.
I mean, I'm my own protagonist. This is like I'm in my own story, so this is like I can't be the protagonist here because I'm like the loner from a different story.
According to this source called TV Tropes, I'm the dragon of what you would call a 5-man band.
Does that make me the sixth
Honestly,
ranger? Vim asks.
It does.
You're that character that the audience loves, but you can't be on all the stuff, or else you'd lose some of your magic.
And Echo's just like thinking, "Oh my god,
Am I like that really cool lady from the
You're
first
crazy
like
people. I'm
3
gonna die.
episodes of Outlaw Star who then dies and everyone forgets about for the rest of the series? I hope not.
Well, we can't have you die. We are going to try really hard for you not to die as like a dramatic moment. I mean, that was the whole point of putting you in the thing there.
Oh
Yeah,
dear,
I
the
promise
Killbot
you.
has no sense of reality.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Ezra
Ezra-
has revealed their true name and identity.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know that She-Walkers were real. This is kind of a big thing to me.
Yeah, and you know, Navi, that brings us to a great point, because the reason why you might not think that the Chi-Walkers are real is because the Empire does not like them and has been actively working to remove and destroy all traces of our existence.
That's a Seawalker.
What'd you say there, Haro?
What the fuck's a Seawalker?
Yeah, great question. Apollo's just kind of like thinking back to their training, being like, "Oh man, there was a verse that I had to recite for this once that I barely remember now."
Man, I wish my master survived to tell me. Got a little bit of incomplete information when he was gunned down and thrown out of an airlock.
You know, Haro, what a Chi-Walker is something that I was just barely beginning to learn myself. We're supposed to be connected to the life stream, to living things, to fight or to use our abilities for, you know, good, I guess. Some don't see it that way, but you know, that's a whole other thing that we'd have to be getting into. Point being, it's
You have freedom now. You get to decide what it means for you. You get to learn on your own now and become your own Chi-Walker.
right, yeah. That's a great segue into the next talking point. You guys are really on the ball today. Yeah, so long story short, I ended up getting a tip from a supposed Chi-Walker collective, or at least an organization that seems interested in maintaining and collecting Chi-Walker artifacts. There's a Senator Arkman, who's been known to have unconfirmed but suspected rebel sympathies, and for that reason, he's got a lot of eyes on him. Not all of them are great. But what he also has are some very important artifacts, one of which is a Chi-Walker sphere, I believe that's what it was. And a Chi-Walker sphere contains the memories of a Chi-Walker, not just an apprentice like me, but a master. And it's no substitute for a living, breathing master or mentor, but given the state of everything, it is the closest and the next best thing that I'd be able to get right now.
So it's like an SD card backup. Okay, got it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like you know, SD card of like a She-Walker's brain. You know, if I get access to that, then I get all of their memories and
It's
you
like
know,
the Western movies I watch.
It's exactly like a Western movie. And speaking of a Western
your
movie,
genre's more niche. You need this.
and speaking of a Western movie, what I have been tasked, and the reason that I am divulging all of these wonderful secrets and information, is because the Senator cannot have the package leave his house without suspicion. And Trilla's people, the leader of the Chi-Walker artifact, the collectors, I think is what she called them, the collectors cannot go to his house to get the artifact either, because, well, that's also just immensely suspicious. So, as much as we wonderfully Echo wanted to not commit any more crimes for a few months, I kind of sort of already agreed to be a part of the heist to get these relics.
And I didn't agree to not commit crime.
Yes, but there's a Haro, and this might be the part for you that's a little bit heartbreaking that I hope you'll be able to take in stride, but specifically, we have been ordered to not kill anybody. The Senator's bodyguards are just people. They're just civilians. They're not caught up in any of these greater affairs or conspiracies, and I was told to leave them relatively unharmed. If we have to listen, I was told if we had to smash the robot dogs, we have to smash the robot dogs, but the bodyguards are off limits. Stun them, bag them, tie them up, don't kill them.
I enjoy killing villains. These people clearly aren't villains, so it's not like I would enjoy executing them in a way that would make me a bad guy. I feel very hurt that you tried to make me that and tried to paint a narrative where that was the way I am. But yeah, no, that sounds fun.
No,
it's okay, Haro. It's okay.
That wasn't Haro. That wasn't my intention. It's just like, I love how you're always going out there to protect us, and you're always, willing to put an evildoer in their place. But I just needed to make it clear that these people are not evildoers that should be put in their place, and rather an obstacle to overcome.
That's the right call. You gotta not let me justify things.
Yeah. But, we've been told to make a big scene, to trash the place, make it look as authentic as a break-up as possible, or break-in as possible. Senator gets to file for some things that were stolen, including the artifacts. No one has to know that he ever had them, and we get the artifacts.
Alright. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So at this point,
I
just
have
figuring
one
out how to
question.
get in there. Oh, what is
I
it?
have one question.
I have the location, I have the key to the safe. We basically have everything we need to get what we want. We just have to get in there and do it.
Alright,
So when we crash the place, are we allowed to set fire to the place?
Oh, I encourage and would let you leave as many scorch marks on the safe as possible, because we do not want it to look like we actually just consensually opened the safe.
Give me blood torch.
Navi, I am requesting that you bring your blowtorch specifically.
All right. Vim will say, then really there's just one thing we got to figure out, and that is the camera situation. Senator's house is going to have cameras, and it's going to be backing up footage somewhere. So you either need to figure out a way to not care about being on camera, or find a way to make sure that that footage doesn't survive.
Echoes, you've, helped us out with all of our camera stuff before. Surely once we get in there, we can just scramble the footage before we leave, right?
Unless the footage is being backed up on an external server or somewhere.
That is a risk.
True.
This is a senator's house. It's entirely possible that the security footage, well, I don't know. It might be backed up at a remote location, or it might be the server that it's housed on might not be as easily accessible.
Well, we are trying to make this look like an authentic break-in, so we should just wear a bunch of black and have ski masks or something, obscure identifiable features, put a few disguises in there. I'm sure we can work something out.
Well, that's doable.
Should I just wear something to cover my ears, fold up my wings real tight?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Echo will just look at his whole silhouette and just go, I will hope that they have an open port somewhere in the apartment to scrub it.
Yeah.
Alright.
The rest of us can probably make do with, ski masks and the like, but Echo here is rather I mean, they're not unique. They're not the only Aquanid in the city. But, you know, there aren't a lot of them either.
Alright, so hear me out. Also, you're an Aquanid? That is a silly name. But hear me out. I didn't mean that. You're very cool, Echo. I adore the suit thing. Anyways, the thing
I
I want to
quit.
say here.
It's over. I'm ending the call.
You can't. Like, how the hell did you hear me?
I
I'm a
poured
fucking.
my heart and soul into a 20-page backstory, and no one. I'm done. I'm done.
I like to imagine that I just have my entire voice and text to, voice to text, so that, like, I just send that to them immediately. Anyways, yeah. So I feel like what we should do is like just spray paint some shit on me, like maybe like spray, maybe like get like a stencil and have like the words Buster Bot, over across my thing. Ah, fuck! I have to give up the fucking get up. I can't have my iconic outfit.
We could spray paint some hot rod flames on, a spare piece of cloth or something.
Oh,
Come
man.
up with a new nickname for you.
Uh,
We should all have code names.
No, I got it. Give me like a
I think
bowler hat.
Haro's code name should be Bandito.
No. I've got it. All right. So what you're gonna do? Get me like a bowler hat, and like a nice a cheap suit covered in bullet holes, and just spray paint on the back. The operator.
I
love
like
it.
it.
All right.
The operator. It's perfect.
Ah, yeah, it can be my alternate identity. Yeah, what are you guys gonna go with?
I'll have to think about it.
Well,
Yeah, this is a heist. This is entirely different. I'll go ahead.
I was going to say, well, why don't you take 2 weeks to think about it, and we can pick up here next time with everybody here for the actual plotting of the heist. I'll be able to you'll be able to like do your legwork, kind of find out what the house is like and things, and get started. And that'll be our adventure for next time in 2 weeks from now. All right. So yeah, thank you everybody for playing. Thank you everybody for watching. This is where we're gonna end things. For
The first code name that came to mind for Navi was Jackknife for some reason, and I like that.
Go with that. It's great.
Jackknife.
I like
yeah.
I like it. I like it. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna end stream here. Before we go, I just want to let everyone know, everyone who's watching this either now or in the future, is I am, if you would like to play in one of my games, I am currently recruiting players for a new game which will play on Wednesday evenings. This is one of my professional paid games. It's not one of my streamed content, but I am looking for players for a game called The Puppets of the Eye of Time, which is a fantasy D&D 5e game set in my Worlds of Heroic Adventure, which I've previously ran campaigns from that setting here on this channel. If you would be interested in playing a game with me, go and check out my startplaying.games/gm/kb page, and you will be able to see it there. Oh, pay no mind to that second link there about the OSE game that I just put in chat. That's an old link. Pay no attention to that one, but you should be able to find my current games on the first link there. Also, of course, check out my YouTube channels. I have two. The first one is for Stream VODs, where you can catch all the past episodes of this campaign and all other campaigns that I've run on stream, including the Vault of King Midas, which was very good. And for my other YouTube channel, you can check out my scripted video essay content, Angelic Encounters, on that second link there. And of course, you should follow all of my socials. Twitter and Blue Sky links are there as well. If you're watching this on YouTube in the future, all of these links should be in the description of this video. Yeah, I think that's everything. I'm gonna go take us to the ending screen. And, we got a lot of we got a fair few viewers here. We should raid somebody. Let's see.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see who is on that I know. Let me open Twitch. See if there's anyone that I know who's streaming right now. Genesis, VT Genesis is streaming. They are playing Resident Evil Revelations 2, looks like. Or Elma Schwartz playing Portal. Genesis has few reviews. Let's go raid Genesis. Channel VT Genesis. Start raid. Oh, looks like they're doing a collab with someone right now. I don't recognize the other VTuber. But alright. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.
Good night.
Bills.
I have hit the raid button. We have raided.